Calorie restriction will make you gain weight. Some people think that fasting only works because of calorie restriction, but this is not the case. While they may seem similar on the surface, there's a huge difference in how the body responds to fasting versus calorie restriction. First of all, we have all tried calorie restriction and failed. In fact, the failure rate for calorie restriction is 98%. Calorie restriction may work in the short term, but most of us will end up regaining all the weight we lost. Why? Because calorie restriction increases our hunger hormone ghrelin, which means our desire to eat increases. On top of that, our body's metabolism starts to shut down. A 30% decrease in calories leads to a roughly 30% decrease in metabolism. We start to feel tired, cold, and have little energy for things like exercise. As your body's metabolism keeps decreasing, your weight loss slows down and eventually comes to a stall before starting to go back up again, even if we stick to the low-calorie diet. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. The problem with this diet strategy is that it doesn't address the long-term problem of insulin resistance and high insulin levels. The hormonal changes that happen during fasting are completely different. During fasting, appetite goes down and metabolism goes up, the complete opposite to calorie restriction. The reason for this is that fasting addresses the underlying problem of insulin resistance. During caloric restriction alone, you're not getting any of the beneficial hormonal adaptations of fasting. During calorie restriction, there is no change to insulin resistance, which will continue to lead to higher insulin levels and more weight gain in a vicious cycle. But fasting actually reverses our insulin resistance, meaning we can achieve a new set weight and stay there. The final reason to why calorie restriction doesn't work is homeostasis. This is the ability of our bodies to adapt to changing environments. Our bodies have a preferred state. If you move away from it, our bodies will adapt. For example, if you're in a dark room and suddenly go into the sunlight, you will be blinded for a short while, but after a while, your body will adapt. The same applies to weight loss. If you try to keep a constant low-calorie diet, your body will soon adapt to it, and you'll stop losing weight. This means that successful weight loss requires an intermittent strategy, not a constant one. You need to keep your body guessing. This is the crucial difference. The difference is between restricting some foods all the time through caloric restriction or reducing all foods some of the time through intermittent fasting. This is the difference between failure and success when it comes to weight loss.